once again, it feels like Groundhog Day from where we were on Thursday. We have the bill before us that was filed at 3 o'clock this afternoon. And we're in this committee hearing at 4:30, and you added 400 more pages to it. It's 2,135 pages, knowing that no one on our side can read it, let alone on your side can read it. I think this is a horrible way to do business. The American people knows it's a horrible way to do business. And even 5 of your colleagues yesterday sent a letter to Speaker Pelosi saying they would not support this reconciliation bill without a full score of the Congressional Budget Office. It will take 2 weeks for the Congressional Budget Office to score the bill. And then they want 72 hours from that point to read it. This is a budget bill. A budget bill. A budget, according to Speaker Pelosi, says it's a statement of their values. And you know what? Let's look through the 400 new pages you added in, because there's a lot of things that you didn't point out, Mr. Chairman, that the American people needs to know that's in it. Like almost $350 billion tax cut for the 1%ers of this country. You put in the state and local tax cap that was on it at $10,000 a year, and you increased it to $72,500 per person in this bill. That shows your priorities. And you know what? I was like, where's $72,500 come from? Guess what? If you live in the state of New Jersey and you make $1 million and you're married, that's $72,500. New Jersey wasn't so good last night for the Democrats. Maybe this is a way to help them. I don't know, but I'm telling you, the American people do not like the direction of where we're going. And the fact that one of the biggest pay-fors in this bill is a tax break to the wealthiest 1%ers, that's your priorities? You know, the bill that's before us right now, the bill before us will give a tax break to the 1%ers, but by the year 2023, it's a tax increase for a family of 4. A family of 4 will have a tax increase of $3,200 a year because you're letting the child tax credit expire in the year 2023. But you're making a cap on salt for 10 years at $72,500. People in Southeast Missouri don't even make $72,500. But you all are doing it. It is unacceptable, and you didn't even mention one of the biggest portions and changes in the bill in the opening part. And paid family leave, taxpayer paid family leave, there's no income. You can make $100 million and get paid family leave under this bill. This is what happens when you maybe that's what you want to do. It could be what you want to do. And that's a disgrace because American families are upset with the control that this Congress is trying to have on their lives. And we saw that yesterday in Virginia. We saw that in Texas. We saw that in Minnesota. We saw it in New Jersey, and we saw it in New York. They're not happy with the direction of how things are going. And unfortunately, you all aren't paying attention to what happened last night. And you're trying to push through things that the American people don't want. They don't want this. And you don't even have the votes in your own party to pass this. I don't know why we're playing Groundhog Day. It's absolutely unacceptable. The fact that you're giving a $23,000 tax cut to the 1%ers in this legislation is unacceptable. The fact that you're allowing people who make $500,000 a year to have huge tax credits for luxury electric vehicles is unacceptable. With that, I'm happy to take any questions, but this is such an unfortunate situation for the American people. They're not going to be happy with it once they know what's in it. We're going to make sure the American people knows what's in it before you can pass this bill.
Well, thank you, Mr. Smith. We'll put you down as undecided. I will now yield to Mr. Thompson of California.